good morning. On behalf of St. James Academy, I'd like to welcome you to the 2025 St. James Academy Volleyball.
Back here inside St. James Academy, it's the St. James Volleyball Slam here on 38 The Spot. Tanner Collins alongside head coach of St. James, Nancy Dorsey. Nancy, it's game number 2, and it's Hayden versus St. Michael.
I'm excited for this matchup. You got Hannah way over here for St. Michael's. She's an 8-time state champ, so she is a veteran coach that knows what she's doing. She's got a really fun group of girls. Look to see setter Addie McLean. She is headed to Rockhurst next year. She's going to be dishing out the sets to all of her hitters. Excited to watch her play. She always plays with a lot of energy. Over here for the Wildcats, kind of fun story. Okay, we have head coach is playing for her, or is coaching with her former head coach, and is coaching her former head coach's daughter, and Blakely Walters. Blakely Walters is a very competitive, feisty little setter, and she's got some powerful arms to set. So we're excited to see how this matchup, I think, will be a good one.
Ella Foster will be libero for Hayden.
Senior number 9, Addie McLean.
And Molly Brokenkroger will be the libero for St. Michael.
Junior number 12, Kinley Gilligan.
Junior for the Guardians. Starting lineups being introduced down on the floor. Game 2 of 8 here in the St. James Volleyball Slam. Blue Valley took game 1, 2-0. A clean sweep of the Huskies, and now it's the Guardians looking to get things started here in game 2.
It's been a steady stream of people. I like to see these early games. Sometimes don't have as good of attendance, but there's a lot of people sitting behind us too, and there's a good crowd. I love that. Everybody watches high school volleyball.
Just about to get underway. Now the two teams will meet in the middle. Very similar jersey colors here in game 2. St. Michael will work left to right, and Hayden will work right to left. The Wildcats and the St. Michael Guardians about to get underway.
So the Wildcats coach, Corinne Stringer, is what I will always know her as. She was a powerhouse outside hitter for Hayden back in the day when she played. And in my very first state championship as a head coach, we were just it was the first year varsity, or second year varsity, I should say, for St. James. So we just had freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. And she pretty much single-handedly took that game over and stripped us of an opportunity to win that first state title. So I will always remember her and her just beast of an arm, man, Corinne Stringer. I can't call her anything but that, because that's how she's going to be forever imprinted in my memory. So kind of fun that she's back coaching at her alma mater and coaching her former coach's daughter. I think that's such a cool story.
Addie McLean will be back to serve for St. Michael. And game 2 is underway. Guardians will set up their first attack, and it's in play from Jordan Red.
Gonna see that a lot. She's kind of a go-to girl for them. At 6'3", she's got a lot of size, and she can hit, as you can see, they're over the block and deep into the court. It's a super hard ball to defend. It's a great swing.
So St. Michael opens up 1-0 here in set 1. Tanner Collins alongside Nancy Dorsey, as that serve misses wide, and it's 1-1. Wildcats on the board. Blakely Walter, the sophomore for Hayden, back to serve. Getting their first chance from the service line. Saw a plethora of service aces in game 1. As that swing misses long, and Hayden has their first lead here in set 1.
Walter, who's serving right now, sophomore setter. She had 1,000 assists as a freshman. What I love about this Hayden team, is they're going to hear me say a lot, is just about every one of them plays more than one sport. Blakely is a basketball player and a softball player as well.
That serve missing just long, tied at 2. The libero Bokenkroger back to serve for the Guardians.
Bokenkroger gets to play with her sister, Lucy Bokenkroger, who's going to play middle. So 2 very different positions, but fun to get to play with your sister.
Just like that, Hayden back up 1. Top spinning serve. Here's Red. That one handled cleanly by the Wildcats, and there's Red at the tape. 2 for 3 to start here in set 1.
There's that big right side block again for the Guardians. Jordan Red, the set was obviously a little tight. She was trapped. That's just a hard ball. As an outside, just try to like shoot it off their hands as best you can and hope you can catch them floating a little bit.
Jordan Red looking to make a mark early. Here's Red again. No return. 3 kills early on from number 11, Jordan Red.
Back to back to back. She's 3 for 3 so far, setting that junior on that right side. Again, that height, that speed, they're taking advantage of the size difference that she's got here on the right side.
So Red has accounted for all 4 points so far for the Guardians. 3 kills and a block. Not a bad start. This time they'll go the other way. Now a chance for the Wildcats.
The Guardians look really comfortable. They look really at ease. Missouri does start a week earlier than Kansas, so they've had an extra week of practice. They've had a little bit more opportunity to kind of just gel and figure out kind of work out the kinks, if you will.
Back row attack, no touch. A smart play defensively on the back row from St. Michael. And they are off to a 6-3 start.
Unfortunately, the Hayden Wildcats were called out of rotation. I'm not sure who was overlapping. I'd have to see it again. Maybe whoever is right back and right front, it looks like we're.
St. Michael off to a 7-3 start. And there's a nice play at the net from Reese Husher. And that's going to force an early timeout from the Wildcats. Check out this play.
The Guardians have been doing a great job at the net so far, kind of taking advantage of the size difference that they're facing from across the other side. But Hayden is a really feisty team. This is a team that made a run for the state title last year. They have a lot of players returning. They have a lot of power. They have girls that have been playing volleyball at a high level for a very long time, and they're coached by somebody who really knows what they're doing. So they're going to make a run, no doubt.
So a nice start from the Guardians, highlighted by Jordan Reed, who's already 3 for 3 on the attack. A block as well. And the set 1 back underway. Nice block at the net. The Wildcats track it down. It'll be a free ball for St. Michael, and that one mishandled there near side by McLean. So that ends the scoring run.
You're going to see a back row attack here, a pipe out of the middle from Haley Schmidtline. I love that angle. Right, if you're going to do anything out of system, make the setter play the ball. Get the setter out. Don't let them get their hands on the ball. Really smart, high IQ play there.
Serve was probably going out of bounds, but it's played by Red.
It's a great dig.
And the point will go to St. Michael.
Another net play.
Kinley Zirkle will check in. Freshman, Amara Frankie rather, senior will check in for St. Michael. Cross-court serve handled by the Wildcats. And that one catches the back line. Nice point there from Hayden. Nice pass and setup for Mallory Tanking.
There's not much you can do about that attack, that 3-ball. She got in the seam and it literally hugged the line.
That serve just missing by a matter of inches.
Looks like the line judge had to think about it for a second. Like, wait, let me double check. Oh, I don't know. That's where you need those professional cameras that they're using at the NCAA level that shows us in or out. It was pretty darn close.
Maybe next year we can get those for the slam.
Let's make that happen. That's a great swing off the block. Again, hitting those high hands. I see it right here. Beautiful. She caught that hand, and I think it was also in. So it's kind of a double whammy.
That brings Hayden back within 4, 10-6. Nice set, but the swing misses wide. That was Grace Lowry on the attack. Keep it in the middle, but it's right into the tape, bringing the Wildcats back within 2.
We're get another look at that block. Looks like actually maybe that wasn't blocked. It's a little hitting error for the Guardians.
Down the line and a service ace. The first service ace from the Wildcats here in set 1.
That was nasty. That thing had a little bit of drop on it, as you can see, and she served it at the seam in the line. Mallory Tanking, she's described by coach as the energy, just a positive 6 rotation, high-level player. McLean with the joust.
Tied at 10.
First we have McLean winning the joust, which is veteran setters often do, but a nice leave there by Sophie Wickman to Haley Schmidtline for the kill.
Here's Lowry over the antenna, but it's out of play. And that puts the Wildcats up front by 1.
The Wildcats are looking more comfortable. They look a little calmer. Like they think started the match a little bit nervous. Just like the energy, the juice is running a little too high, and they're calming down and they're kind of settling into the game that they know and love so well.
Mallory Tanking's done a nice job from the service line.
Nice up. Molly Bokenkroger, that was a great up down the line, great read.
And the point will go to the Guardians. How about that diving save by the libero Bokenkroger?
It was really a great swing, and she read it so well and got that one arm on it. It was impressive. Love to see those plays early in the season.
The official. Call a violation there at the net on the Guardians.
Pass is just a little bit tight. McLean trying to do what she does, and unfortunately just clipped the net on her way down.
The Wildcats lead by 2. First swing for Lynch, tracked down by the Wildcats.
Line judge had to just kind of duck out of the way there.
Big swing in the middle, but it's long.
Kinley Gillihan for the Guardians is doing a great job of being available. She's just hitting it a little bit long right now, but I know she's going to catch that stride. She's aiming for those corners, so smart. And McLean's doing a great job of getting her the ball. She got a seam in the block. I love it.
That'll force St. Michael into their first timeout. under head coach Lori Hanaway.
Hannah, as I said in the Open, has won 8 state titles, 7 at O'Hara and 1 at St. Teresa's. She's also coached at Lee Summit West. She's coached, obviously, here for St. Michael's. So she kind of has come, I think she's come out of retirement twice.
She's catching up to you, Nancy.
I'd have to ask her. Oh, well, yeah. She's a legend. She's a legend for sure. She's in the Missouri Hall of Fame, and just a kind of a well-known, well-respected coach and mentor to a lot of people. So grateful to have her in my hemisphere.
Back underway here in set 1. That time landing in. That was a nice swing there from Grace Lowry.
I really like this decision by McLean. So you've got the back row attack coming up behind the middle, right? The middle's driving, so the block's focused on the middle, and they don't necessarily see that one coming. And then a great angle by Grace Lowry to that corner. Coach described Lowry as kind of the glue kid. She just does a lot of things, and she does them well, and she keeps the team kind of in as kind of a one whole piece. Got to have those kids.
Wildcats keep the point alive. Here's Red, and to the floor.
She's what now? Is that 4 for 4? I think that she goes out of the game obviously when she goes to back row. So when she comes back in, she definitely makes her presence known. That was a great pass from Ella Foster. My goodness.
Great point from Hayden. And the Wildcats back up 2.
Gonna get another quick look at it. Foster, she kind of fought that off. It was really deep and she couldn't quite get her feet there, so she just sort of dropped those hips. That was beautiful. She's celebrating. That kill is as much to do with her as it did the hitter.
Another big swing from Sailor Lynch. Just a freshman. Look at that power.
I love it. I love when a freshman comes into the slam, televised, maybe first match of the season, and they're just crushing it. That was beautiful.
That one misses long, and we're tied at 15. Back and forth all throughout here in set 1. Molly Bokenkroger back to serve.
That was a really nice serve.
Off the overpass and down. That's Lucy Bokenkroger.
Sister. I love it. Get the first starts with the great serve from Molly. Really flat. Led to the birthday ball for her big sister, Lucy.
That time a service error from the younger sister, Molly, and we're tied at 16. Haley Schmidtline back to serve. That's a big serve. It's kept alive by St. Michael. Free ball for the Guardians. They'll go back to Lynch. And a net violation called on the Wildcats, putting St. Michael back up 1.
Those plays are really frustrating, right? You have a good dig and then a great save at the net, and you're just keeping the ball alive. Frustrating when we have a play like a net violation to end a great rally. Okay, so the Mallory Tanking, who just passed that ball, is playing middle, but she plays 6 rotations and she's serve receiving. I love that. That's one of the things you're going to notice about the Wildcats is there's a lot of girls that stay in 6 rotations and they run a kind of fun offense. They get a lot of back row attacks, especially out of Haley Schmidtline. Just really awesome to see a tall, long glass of water get into place in back row and get into serve receive.
Here's Red. Not a great pass. Chance for the Wildcats, and they deliver.
Gotta love that energy from Mallory Tanking, as we were just talking about, getting to play 6 rows as a middle. That quick, Blakely Walters gets it into her hands quick, and that angle to right back. I love it.
Blakely Walters setting up the offense for the Wildcats.
talking about out of rotation here.
So a free point for Hayden, putting the Wildcats up 2. Top spinning serve, right at the net with the left hand.
Okay, so I love this. This is how you can tell that this is a veteran coach coaching this team, the Guardians. So Adam McLean, who is their setter, was passing left back, and they passed the ball tight, I would argue on purpose, to Jordan Red so she could use that lefty status to just go get an easy side out. So smart.
Knuckleball serve. Getting it just past the block. And down for the Wildcats. Now St. Michael will take a timeout. Oh, Mallory tanking again. She's been all over the floor for Hayden.
Her coach described her as having a great motor, and you can kind of see that, right? And she's always available as a middle. She's doing a lot of things for her team. She comes down with a lot of juice and excitement. She's a fun player to watch.
Wildcats lead 20-18 here in set 1. For the Wildcats, you take advantage with Jordan Reed on the bench. Red, rather. And that one down for St. Michael. That was Grace Lowry once again.
Grace is doing a great job, just all around great plays, but that, able to catch the block on their way down. Can tell she's a senior and she's got a lot of experience. Nice save there by Sophia Wickman.
Wildcats keep the point alive. Diving all over the floor. Quick set in the middle and down from Kinley Gilhan.
There she is. We knew she'd get it. Kinley Gilhan has been starting since her freshman year. That's her angle. That's the angle she likes to hit in that deep corner. I love it. Love the energy.
And a service ace gives St. Michael back the lead.
Love the hustle. Here from setter Blakely Walter. Out of system pass. She almost ran into the chairs. Thankfully, she did not, but we gotta love to see that from a setter running down those balls.
Wildcats will set up the attack, and it's into the tape.
I love what Mallory was trying to do there, right? She saw that she had 2 blocks, so that tip to the right is wide open. Super smart play.
Now Hayden will use a timeout. Seen a handful of lead changes here in set 1. Now St. Michael just 3 points away from taking the early 1-0 lead. Nancy, we've talked about when you play 2 out of 3, how important getting that first set is. We saw that in game 1. Blue Valley got off to that 1-0 lead, and they were able to take set 2 and have a clean sweep.
Yeah, kind of ran with it for sure. Yeah, having the momentum definitely helps. If you go into set 2 with 1 win under your belt, it just kind of gives you the confidence that you need to kind of keep doing what you're doing and not play with nerves, especially in this environment.
Here's Lowry. Back to attack from Schmidt line, but that one misses long. No touch from the Guardians. And it's a 3-point advantage.
Definitely looking for the touch here. Let's see if we can, no touch. But I love that they're going to Schmidt line in the back row, right? They need a side out. She's kind of one of their go-to girls. Again, this is a girl that plays 3 sports, volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Just a true athlete.
Mallory tanking back to serve, trailing by 2. Guardians looking to set up set point as that one catches the line.
They're going to reverse that call. That ball was out by a significant amount, I would argue. It happened really fast, and I think coach was standing in the way of the line judge, so it's a tough call, but the down ref, PJ Tuma, said, no, that ball was in fact out.
So that brings Hayden back within 1. Second opportunity to set up set point. Off the block and down.
Great set by Addie McLean, great dig. Excellent finish there by Kinley Gillihan. She's, again, one of their go-to players. The block just hadn't quite pressed, hadn't sealed too terribly well, and they were able to use the block.
That's her second kill, and it's set point number 1 for St. Michael.
That was a beautiful push.
Lynch blocks. And Hayden keeps the set alive. It'll be set point number 2 for St. Michael.
I think that was Walters on that block. I love the energy both teams are putting out. They're keeping it close. They're keeping it exciting here at 9 in the morning. Nice.
On the slide. Gillihan, her third kill. And that takes set 1. 25-23. St. Michael off to a 1-0 lead.
I love this swing here. The slide approach, right? It's kind of like shooting a layup. Get off on one foot, and she hit the seam in the block. Again, the seam was not completely, the block was not completely closed.
We'll be right back here on 38 The Spot. St. Michael leads 1-0.
When you get hurt in a car wreck, do you know who to call?
Absolutely. You call DM Law.
Everybody knows that.
When you get hurt in a car wreck,
Everybody knows. Mike's got this.
Everybody knows. We've helped so many people over the years. I bet I've even helped someone you know.
Call DM Law. The call and consultation are always free.
And they can come to you at your home, the hospital, or wherever you are.
Everybody knows that.
Hurt in a car wreck?
Mike's got this.
Everybody knows. I've got this.
Call 816-888-7500.
Do not go back towards the main entrance. Please exit out these doors and to the right and out the main gym.
Welcome back to St. James Academy here on 38 The Spot. Tanner Collins alongside St. James Academy head coach Nancy Dorsey, 9-time state champ, as St. Michael leads 1-0 here in game number 2 of 8. And they were led by Jordan Red, who had 4 kills and 4 attacks. Not a bad way to start in set 1.
No, not even a little bit. I love it. And you know, you can see she's starting the game. They're in serve receive, so she's starting the game in left back, so that she's gonna, as soon as they set out, rotate to the front row, and they can get her and, you know, keep her in the front row as long as humanly possible. And obviously, being 4 for 4, that would be why.
St. Michael showed their depth that they have here in 2025. You have Grace Lowry, who looked very solid on the outside, and then you have the Broken Kroger sisters that look good from the service line and defensively. It really showed their depth there in the first set, and that points to the 1-0 lead. So now work to do for the Wildcats, looking to battle back here in set 2, and they will be back to serve. It'll be the libero, Ella Foster. And set 2 underway. The serve handled by St. Michael. There's the freshman Lynch, and she drops in a changeup. It opens the scoring in set 2.
Smart play there by Sailor Lynch, right? She went up, she did a nice set, close block, saw the defense was deep, just dropped it right over the net.
You got to have the power. You also have to have the finesse. You'll see a little bit of both in the game of volleyball, and there's power from the Wildcats. And we're tied at 1.
Haley Schmidtline has been hitting everywhere. She's hit on the left front, she's hit in the middle, she's hit on the right. They kind of have her everywhere, and like I said, she's sort of their go-to girl, so they're looking to get her the ball as much as possible. And obviously that last kill shows us why.
Blakely Walter back to serve. Here's Red in the middle. That's into the tape. Unforced error. Her first miscue offensively. And that gives Hayden their first lead in set 2.
She was just a little late. The set was a little low. That's when we got a tip.
Service ace from Blakely Walter. Wildcats off to a nice start. Down a set. They'll go all the way over to Lynch. Diving save.
What a great cover. Again, PJ Tuma's overruling the line judge call. Again, it happened super quick, and the coach is standing. It's kind of a tough ball to see.
The attack to Red, who's blocked at the net. Now they'll take it over to Sailor Lynch. Back-to-back blocks. And the Wildcats building some momentum here early on, set 2. Timeout, St. Michael.
They've been doing a much better job at the net, right? We've got another block there from Haley Schmidtline. And Avery Holthouse had one right before that in the middle. So they're doing a good job of making the, the Guardians think a little bit about when they go up to swing.
St. Michael taking an early timeout here in set 2. Guardians looking to bounce back out of the timeout. That one drops in. Nice swing from Gillihan, who had 3 kills in the opening set.
This is a really nice high swing. She's high up above the block and deep inside the court. Again, it's really just so hard to defend that.
Here's Red. Hayden unable to keep it alive. Kill number 5, leading the way for Jordan Red.
Red kind of got the block on the way down. They did a good job trying to recover it, but a little too much power coming from Red's arm.
Point St. Michael.
Nice set.
And a big time kill from Schmidtline, who has been a force up front and now will be back to serve for the Wildcats.
That was a beautiful set by Blakely Walter to her go-to girl, Haley Schmidtline. Just quick, so quick. Hard to defend something that comes at you that quick.
Nice read on the back robe from Molly Bokenkroger. Letting that ball sail long. St. Michael still looking for their first lead here in set 2.
Beautiful pass. Nice.
And a nice dump over from Mallory tanking.
So smart. Look, she's got 2 blocks. The left back is deep. It's just it's easy money. All right, just take the easy money. You know, and not everything has to be hit 100 miles an hour. I love a player that has an IQ. There it is again.
And Red just misses. She was going with the offhand. You see here using the left hand and just missing there on the far side.
They were celebrating at first because it was so close. Gotta love that 6'3" Jordan Red is setting and serve receive.
Blocked down. Another joust at the net. Falls back over to St. Michael. Lowry looking for her first kill, and she paints the back line.
Such a smart play by McLean. She starts with the block. You're gonna look at it here, the block. They cover really nicely. Look where the block is at. She's gonna push that ball out to the pin, make it hard for them to close, and set up Grace Lowry for a nice kill.
And a sling that goes all the way into the stands, about 10 rows up. One of the biggest we've seen in the match.
That was a really nice set, again, by Blakely Walter. She's really good setting back. She gets them seams that they can hit around and over and through the block.
Here's Lowry.
Nice.
That one past the block. Another kill.
This one by Sophia Wickman. I love this. This young lady was a state champion in doubles tennis, and she also plays basketball. So she's I know, right? A jack of all trades. I love it. I'm wondering how, though. Tennis is the same season, so I would really love to talk to her about how she manages to do both in the same season. It's pretty awesome. Nice.
And a nice point there from the Wildcats. Blakely Walter has been fun to watch for Hayden.
So there's, you know, all these write-ups about the state every year, and I honestly don't remember who wrote it. I'd love to give them credit if I could, but they described her as a little kid hopped up on Halloween candy when she plays, and I thought that was so creative and, you know, arguably true. She does. She plays with a lot of energy and is fun to watch.
St. Michael trailing by 3. Cross-court serve was going out, but it's played by the Wildcats. Got to take advantage if you're St. Michael, and they will with a big-time swing from Kinley Gillihan.
I knew we'd be saying her name a lot today. I can remember her just even as a freshman playing. She's got a quick arm. She's really good at hitting deep corner. Again, from the middle position, that's just such a hard ball to recover.
Another deep serve, played by Hayden. St. Michael will set up the attack. Here's Lowry. And it's down for a St. Michael point, bringing the Guardians back within 1.
Adam McLean's dad is on the bench. He is a longtime coached at Blue Springs South for a very long time. Comes from a coaching pedigree. His dad also coached, and so volleyball is just in her veins.
Kinley Gillihan starting to take over. Look at that. Deep corner swing once again. Tied at 11.
That is definitely her bread and butter, and it's a good place to be. If you have a middle that can hit that shot, you're in business.
And a service ace gives the Guardians their first lead in set 2. And that forces Hayden into a timeout.
The Bokenkrogers from the back line, both sisters have a couple of aces.
There's been a few serves, this one included, that look to be going out of bounds.
Yeah.
And they've been played by the Wildcats.
And those ones are hard to judge because that came over the net really flat and low. So it's kind of hard as a passer. You have to make a split decision and you don't have a lot of time and you got to trust your gut. And I agree with you. I do think that one was probably going out, but it had a lot of pace on it. So it made it a tough one to pass either way.
So St. Michael up 1-0, gets their first lead here in set 2. Kinley Gillihan has started to take over in the middle for St. Michael. So the Wildcats looking to bounce back out of the timeout. Off the block. Lowry trying for the pancake save.
Sophie Wickman does a really nice job of just trying to tool the block. She's looking for hands. She's crafty. And that time it paid off.
Deep serve played by St. Michael. It'll be a free ball for the Wildcats. Looking to retake the lead as that one misses wide. Keeping St. Michael up 1.
Again, impressed with Schmidtline. She's just kind of everywhere. She's going off 1 foot on the slide. She's hitting in front. She's hitting 4s. On the outside, I think right now out in service table, we're going to see her hit on the outside. She's just kind of doing it all from all over the court.
Top spinning serve. Nice block, joust at the net, and it rolls down the tape and falls for St. Michael. That's a fortunate break.
Yeah, that was a great cover by Walter. And Addie McLean is there ready to put it down. Birthday ball.
Largest lead here in the set for St. Michael. They'll set the freshman Lynch. Gillihan, another kill. And she has taken over this game in set 2.
Yeah, McLean's doing a really good job of getting her the ball in transition. So transition is like after the serve, and the ball's going back and forth across the net. And she's just being available. Like that's part of it. I can set you the ball if you're there. And Gillihan's done a great job of being available.
That one down the line near side.
It's a great swing. If you watch her on this replay, Haley Schmidtline just kind of hangs in the air. She sort of waits till the block comes down and then just tips it right off, tools it right off their hands. Impressive IQ and court vision there for just a sophomore.
Schmidtline has a future ahead for sure.
Does indeed.
She's stacked up the kills here in the first matchup this season. Hayden back within 1.
Again, smart Walter, you know, coach's kid. She's been around volleyball a long time, her whole life. She's a front row setter right now, and she takes that opportunity to be aggressive and take that ball over her head into the open spot on the court.
Gillihan on the slide, keeps the point alive, and the swing there misses wide. Nobody was home for St. Michael. Very fortunate that that one did not hit the line.
Yeah, it was certainly close, and I love the aggressiveness of that. It was the right play. She was funny. She kind of like after the play went snap, and her mom is directly across from me, and her mom did the same thing. It's just being the coach's kid. You know what you're supposed to do. It doesn't always work out the way you want it to.
How about that dig defensively from St. Michael?
Smart play.
Off the antenna, and that point will go to the Wildcats.
Sometimes it's just about keeping the ball off the floor and keeping it alive, and that's what the Wildcats just did there. You got to dig, it's tight. You have a middle taking the ball over, and just let them make the mistake. Keep the ball in play, let the other team mess up.
They'll set red in the middle. Here's Red again. Cross-court slam.
Not much you can do about that.
Guardians back up 2.
She's hitting high. Obviously, she's tall, so she's got that advantage, but she's also jumping. She's hitting those seams outside the block. Just makes it tough to defend that. Wow. That was impressive.
What a play from Schmidtlein.
I hope we can see that one again because it deserves a second showing. She got set on the right side here, and she saw the tip right front. So from right front to right front, that's a pretty good distance. It's impressive stuff.
Miscommunication there up front from St. Michael, and we're tied at 17. Red on the slide. Free ball for St. Michael. They'll feed Red again.
Nice up.
Free ball number 2 for the Guardians. This time they'll go the other way to Lynch. Joust at the net, and it's won by Hayden.
What a great rally, right? Went to Red twice. They got a nice, Hayden got a nice block touch to slow it down and make it a diggable ball. Okay, but to finish that play, Hayden tipped, coverage, left a birthday ball. Mallory Tanking makes him pay.
And then Schmidtlein dialing up a service ace. That's going to force St. Michael to take a timeout. Another back and forth set. The Wildcats looking to force a third set.
It's a great serve in between. We call that a seam ball, in between 2 passers, right? And it was deep, and you're not really sure whose ball it is, and you got to communicate those things before the serve crosses the net, which I'm sure they did, but looks like maybe they both thought it might be going out. Anytime you can serve a seam, that's a good thing.
The Wildcats looking to force a third set, and on the other side, the Guardians up a set, looking to answer off their timeout. Another strong serve curls down for a second time for Haley Schmidtlein.
Nothing but smiles from Haley Schmidtlein. Back-to-back aces, especially coming out of a timeout. I would have probably judged that as out too, as a passer. I just looked, it was over my shoulder. Just kind of dropped it the last second.
Nearly 3 service aces in a row. Free ball for Hayden. And now the Wildcats up 4.
You gotta love the energy the Wildcats play with. Again, another really smart heads-up play by Mallory Tanking, where she just, the set was a little tight. She couldn't swing, so she tipped it where they weren't.
Big swing from Red, and that ends the scoring run from the Wildcats, pulling St. Michael back within 3. Sophie Ziegler will check in for St. Michael.
That's a great set by McLean to get her that ball. Get it to your go-to girl. You need a side out. Nice dig again by Molly Brokenkoger.
That one is probably going to miss long, but Brokenkoger played it. And that one falls for St. Michael.
You gotta love the energy of that back row. Look at that. She runs it. Yeah, it might not have been in, but she already had the momentum going that way. She gives her team a chance to score. And Lowry on the outside off the tape. You gotta love it. Lots of hustle on both sides defensively.
Back row attack from guess who? Haley Schmidtlein.
No surprise here, right? I don't know how many kills she has, but she has a lot to get us going here. They're finding her everywhere.
Here's Red.
So much hustle over here on Hayden's side. They had a lot of out-of-system balls in that rally. Walters run it down. She ran into us, actually. Moved our table a little bit. You can see her kind of...
That serve misses wide, pulling St. Michael back within 3. Hayden looking for set point. But Lowry says not yet. Nice block at the net.
Big block by Lowry and Lucy Bokenkoger here. Again, Walters is pushing that ball back, trying to work seams for their hitters.
Walter with the set to Wickman. And it catches the line.
That ball was definitely in. Let's take another look at it here. It's a great swing in that seam. That ball was in.
He's set point number 1 for the Wildcats. They'll set for Lowry. Wildcats looking to take the set.
Oh, nice dig.
Free ball for St. Michael. Lowry rising and putting the hammer down and keeping the set alive. He's set point number 2 for the Wildcats.
I love this aggressive swing on game point. You know, like you can't teach that. That's senior. That's, like they said, the glue kid. That's give me the dang ball. I want the ball at the end of the game. That was an impressive line shot from Lowry.
Deep serve. Quick play in the middle. And St. Michael back within a point. And facing their 3rd set point.
Kinley Gillihan was waiting for it, right? She knows set is up, set is up. They're talking about who is up right now and who they can expect to get the ball from. They did not want to let Walters bail him out.
No touch. And we're tied at 24. This is exactly how game 1 went. Blue Valley faced 2 set points, and they tied it up at 24. That's exactly what we have here in game 2.
You gotta love it. I mean, as a coach, you don't love it, but as a spectator, it certainly keeps it interesting and exciting. So it's been an exciting match for sure. They were looking for a touch call on this. There was not one. So we're back to a tie score. I love it. McGreevy's talking to her girls in the huddle, like, just calm down. All we need to do is side out, side out. It's 2 points. Passes, they have been passing really pretty well in serve receive. This is a difficult rotation for them, so their setter is stacked to left front. They've got Wickham in middle front, and they've got 11 who they want to get the ball to. Mallory Tang King on the right side. And unless you have a good pass, it's a tough ball to set. Their outlet right now is obviously Haley Schmidtline. I wouldn't be surprised if she got set in the back row here. Yeah. But they'd very much like to rotate and get her to the front row.
The Schmidtline on the back line, back row for Hayden. That serve is going out of bounds. It's played and it drops for a service ace. And now it's match point for St. Michael. I don't think she really meant to play that. She just kind of got caught up in no man's land, and it's match point.
I didn't hear anyone calling it out. It could be because I have a headset on, but when you aren't sure, you always want to err on the side of taking the ball.
St. Michael a chance to win it. Here's Lowry. It's kept alive by the Wildcats. It'll be a free ball for St. Michael.
It's going to the middle.
And a quick heads-up play in the middle.
I love it.
From Blakely Walter, and we're tied at 25.
She did it before and it didn't work. I love the confidence to go back to it, right? As a coach, I know Hannah was like, you have to expect that, right? She caught him off guard. in transition. That setter dump is dirty.
So now the Wildcats will serve. It's Mallory tanking. Set for Gillihan. Blocked down. Schmidtline up front. And it's set point for the Wildcats.
And that's where you want her. They got in trouble when she was in back row, and now she's back up. And that one-on-one opportunity. Gillihan versus Schmidtline. I love the confidence of the sophomore.
And that one is down for Hayden. Wickman with the winner. And the Wildcats force a third set here from St. James Academy.
Gonna get another look at that last swing to win the second set there. Wickman really likes that line. She tries to swing line a whole lot, so trying to adjust there. That was a great swing.
We'll be right back. You're watching the St. James Volleyball Slam here on 38 The Spot.
Do you know who to call if you're hurt in a car wreck?
It's a no-brainer. You call DM Law.
We've helped so many people over the years. I bet I've even helped someone you know.
Hurt in a car wreck?
Mike's got this.
I've got this.
Call 816-888-7500.
Back here at St. James Academy, a third set coming up here in game 2 of 8. Today here in the St. James Volleyball Slam right here on 38 The Spot. Tanner Collins alongside Nancy Dorsey. Nancy, it's going to be a big third set. That was quite the second set. St. Michael able to come away with it.
Yeah, this has been certainly an exciting match, right? Red, who came out really, really hot in the first set. They had some answers to her in the second set. The Wildcats were able to dig her a little bit. They slowed her down on the block a bit. So I would expect them to keep the Guardians to keep getting the ball to Red and Gillihan. They've kind of, and really Lowry. I mean, they've got the triple threat over there. It's hard to defend, but for the Wildcats, it's been a whole lot of Haley Schmidtline. We like to see this sophomore just kind of doing it all. She's everywhere, all over the court, and Blakely Walters doing a great job of mixing it up and getting it to everybody, but feeding the beast when it's necessary.
So St. Michael winners of set 1. Wildcats bounce back and take set 2, which will set up the tiebreak here in set 3. St. Michael will serve, and back for the Guardians is Addie McLean. Ready to get set 3 underway.
There it is again. I mean, that is just really impressive.
Hard to defend.
It's hard to defend. It's hard to do. It's a long distance, and she's not hitting that ball. She's tipping it, right? So it's really, you have to have some power to do that. It's a great shot.
I think she practices that one quite a bit.
Yeah, you'd have to, honestly.
Been able to pull it off 3 times now. Free ball for St. Michael, looking to get their first point here in set 3.
Nice save by Walter. Great up by Ella Foster, the Wildcats.
Reds soaring to the net and putting it away.
Red is one of those people that if she doesn't get it the first time, try again, because she's got an arm. She can hit high. It's coming at you with some velocity.
Short serve. attack from Mallory tanking.
She just has a great smile. I imagine it's really fun to play with her because she's just happy. She seems happy. Even when they lost that first set, she was smiling and she was cheering everybody on. And there's just something to be said for that. As a coach, you can really appreciate it.
See a smile there from Haley Schmidtline. Everything is pretty much gone right for Haley, but that time missing the serve wide. Tied at 2 here in set 3. Quick set in the middle, but it's into the tape. And that gives St. Michael their first lead here in the set.
I honestly thought they might have touched it, but it did get a ton of tape, but it's hard to tell with those ones.
Nice dig by Molly Bokenkroger.
Tell you what, Ella Foster and Molly Bokenkroger are doing a great job defensively, both of them. It's like one gets a dig, then the next one follows. Says, look what I can do.
And that swing there at the net misses wide. A point St. Michael.
Bella Roquero, senior for the Guardians to serve. She is a soccer and a basketball player, so another jack of all trades in this game.
There's Grace Lowry, who had a handful of kills in the first set.
Yeah, her coach described her as kind of doing all the little things right, and she's certainly proven them correct in this match so far. She's just doing all the right things, and she's leading her team and doing everything she can to help them win.
St. Michael off to a hot start, a 7-2 lead in set 3. That's going to force the Wildcats to take an early timeout.
So this third set will be played to 25. I've had a couple people come by. I'm sitting here and ask me. It will go to 25. 2 out of 3. That third set has to go to 25 in the state of Kansas for it to count. So we will play this bad boy out.
I think it's always fun when it's a 3 out of 5 match when that fifth sets to 15.
Yeah.
It's a lot different ball game when it's 10 points shorter.
Yeah, it's like a different world. It's funny, when I was in college, one spring season, I think it was my sophomore year, they experimented with scoring. And I can remember we went to Illinois State to play a tournament, and we played 3 sets, but the first 2 sets were to 50, 5-0.
Wow.
And we didn't leave that arena till like after midnight. It was the longest day of my life. Like, we obviously quickly realized that was not going to work. So that never did come to fruition, but it was, wow, something. And then the third set would have been a 15. So imagine you can play 50 points and then suddenly, oh, just kidding, now we're going to make it real short. There's Grace Lowry doing more Grace Lowry things. She's playing that ball out of the net.
Back row attack from Schmidtline. Now Red near side. Dug out by Ella Foster. And that one's down for the Wildcats. A nice answer out of the timeout.
I'll tell you what, credit's got to go to Ella Foster, man. That's a nasty swing, and she kept that ball alive for her team and gave them a second chance, which obviously led to the point. She's doing such a good job back there, and liberos often get overlooked. You know, they don't put the ball on the floor, so that's whatever, it's the thing that ends the play, so everybody celebrates that, but I mean, she's doing great work back there.
Avery Holtis dropping in a service ace there on the back line.
Holtis is one of the newcomers to this team. One of, I think, of only one. One of one. This is a very young Wildcat team, but very talented.
Big swing from Red. No return from the Wildcats. And she will take a quick seat for St. Michael.
It's a great set by McLean, but also just Red's finish, right? Again, that deep angle in between that right back and middle back. There's just, it's a crossing pattern, but often so hard to really do a whole lot about. Great coverage there by Ella Foster.
Lowry nearly keeps the point alive, but it goes beyond the antenna. Here's Lowry, painting the back line again. A great read, saw the defense creeping up towards the net and just tossed it right over.
That's such an asset to have on the outside, right? If you have a hitter with some vision, right? The block was actually closed, but hitting in those deep corners, I tell my players all the time, I'm like, if all else fails, just hit in a corner. You don't have to hit it hard. There's no one there defensively.
And a strong serve and another ace from St. Michael.
This time it's Lucy Bokenkroger, both her and her sister Molly getting to play together, and both have multiple service aces today.
Big swing from Lowry.
It's a great dig by Reese Hutcher.
And that one drops in from Sophia Wickman.
That is definitely her bread and butter. That's a great starter with a great dig there by Reese. She loves that line shot, that off-speed line shot. It's there, it's open, why not?
Wildcats trail by 4 here in set 3. Back row attack from Red. Here's Red again. That time missing long. Staying aggressive.
So we haven't seen Red get an opportunity to do that yet. She's been coming out in the back row, but they're leaving her in to have another attack option, just to have another arm for the Wildcats to have to worry about. Great pass there by Molly Bokenkroger.
Now the Wildcats starting to build back some momentum. That'll force St. Michael into a timeout.
Gotta appreciate that we started with the block, but then just kind of the smart play there by Sophia Wickman. She's didn't have a lot of time. She had no approach. She just had to load and go up and hit it off hands.
St. Michael leading 10-8 here in set 3, taking their first timeout. Winners of set 1, and the Wildcats battled back, took set 2, 28-26.
Getting a little cheering going in the stands. Gotta love that. Fire them up. Nice save by McLean.
Nice dig by Red. Here's Lowry. Getting it past the defense. What a point from St. Michael out of the timeout.
Lots of excitement for Red getting the dig. And she's like, what are you talking about? I got this. And the finish by Lowry. No surprise there. She's just really been making things happen for the Guardians all morning.
Haley Schmidtline showing her vertical leap.
She does hang up in that air a little bit there. She kind of got it up early and she waited. Oh, it's just a hammer. And again, doing it from everywhere. She's got kills from left side, middle, and right.
Just a sophomore.
That's a great block touch.
Another dig by Red. Here's the freshman Lynch.
Nice up.
And that one misses long. Off the right hand of Avery Holtis. Putting St. Michael back up 3. Deep serve, sails long, good read defensively from Hayden.
That was a beautiful set.
Red back up front, off the tape and out of play.
Just such a nice push there from Addie McLean. This out of system, off the net ball to her go-to girl, Red. Unfortunately, didn't end with a kill, but it was pretty spectacular.
Nobody home for St. Michael. And now we're tied at 12.
Just a little miscommunication there.
They're looking for the slide, but no one was home for the Guardians.
Big block by Red.
And that one went into the tape. That was Red there at the net.
It's tough to be up against a block like that. You've got Red next to Gillihan there. 2 big blockers, 2 strong, solid players. It looks like maybe there's some dissension about the call. I could definitely not see it as in the opposite corner from where I am. Let's see if we can see here on that. I don't know, I thought that looked in, but it's tough. The game happens fast. That's what's so great about volleyball. It's a lot of quick plays. Got to make split decisions.
Tied up at 13. Here's Red, she's blocked. Well, free ball for Hayden, but it sails long off the hands of Lowry. And now the Wildcats back up 1.
It was a right idea there by Lowry. Just that deep corner, just had a little too much power.
Service error from Hayden, and we're tied at 14. It's been a close match all throughout. It's going to be a fun finish here in game number 2 of the Slam.
Got to keep us awake, you know. Might as well keep it close. We can stay alert. Another great pass by Ella Foster.
That one drops for St. Michael, and they're back up 1.
That was a really nice block by Lucy Broken-Koger. She closed, sealed the net, made things happen.
The set is too far out in front for Lowry. No opportunity there, and we're tied at 15. Top spinning serve.
There it
Red
is.
behind the back. Kept alive. Free ball for St. Michael. And a tough ball to read.
Hayden's just staying really composed right now. That was a great dig there by Schmidtline. They're just calm. They look like they, you know, hey, we've been here before. This isn't scary. We got this. And that's what you need at the end of the game in the third set, just to you know, to go the distance. You got to just remain calm and just keep the pressure on the other team. Let them make the mistakes.
St. Michael taking their second timeout here in set 3. Hayden looking to take the final 2 sets and come back to win this one. On the other side, Guardians looking to bounce back after taking their second timeout. An evenly match.
I had a feeling this would be a good matchup.
Huh.
And we were right on the nose.
Guardians looking to tie the set back up.
Nice cover. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see which ball. Let's see. 1. They call that second contact a lift. If she just had used a fist, she would have gotten away with that one. It's a tough call.
Tie game at 16.
Schmidtline is also doing a great job in the back row. Tons of digs. That's up there by Bella Recaro.
After one of the longest rallies we've had in the match, it's taken by the Wildcats, and they're back up 1.
You have to laugh. Reese Husher walks back, and she's like, oh, my goodness. It's just the timing was a little off, and she just kind of dropped it in there. But, hey, you know what? A kill's a kill. We don't really care what it looks like.
No touch. We're tied back up at 17.
Back and forth we go. Lucy Brokenkoger back to serve. She's had several service aces so far in this match. I'm sure they would really appreciate a few more.
Nice play on the outside by Mallory Tanking.
Started with a great pass from Reese Husher. Nice set by Blakely Walter, and the perfect finish there.
There's Gillihan, who's been quiet here in set 3.
Another great dig by Ella Foster. She's just all over the place.
Right off her line, and that's into the net. Now a 2-point advantage for the Wildcats. Looking to hang on here in set 3.
We are looking for a towel. Looks like we have some sweat on the floor. It was out there. We just didn't know where. I don't know how they could be sweating. It's like 11 degrees in here, so I don't know how anyone could be sweating that much that they're making the floor wet. But I guess I'm just sitting here and they're working. They're working hard. Nice pass by Molly Brokenkroger.
Gillihan nearly blocked, but gets it down for a point for St. Michael.
Gillihan's been quiet in this third set. They haven't been able to get her the ball, but man, that's got to be the game plan. Get her the ball. She's been doing a great job, and they need her in this third set.
Lowry into the net. Costly error for the Guardians.
Some unforced errors here for the Guardians here in this third set. Some communication issues are just, that's kind of killing them right now, but The good news is there's been a lot of lead changes, so I imagine they'll continue to have them. The Wildcats wanted the lift on the first attack. They got it on the second.
And the slide from Gillihan. Handled cleanly by the Wildcats. Not a good set, and it's into the net. And just like that, Hayden up 4, their largest lead here in set 3.
Nice spot.
Heads up play in the middle from Addie Mackling.
I like to see that from McLean. She just had made a setting error right before this play. And to go up with confidence and know, like, I got to get us a side out. I got to dig us out of this. It really impressive. Shows senior leadership there. And again, she's headed to play next year at Rockhurst. She also was a conference champ in JAV. Love that. Love when they do more than one thing. It was a great set.
Here's Red at the tape. Coming back the other way, no touch. That was Schmidtline.
Oh boy, it sounded like there was one, but again, where we're sitting, we don't have the best vantage point, and sometimes the replays don't show us what we want.
St. Michael within 2. Gillihan in the middle. Will she get the touch? No, she will not. Point Wildcats. Wildcats looking to set up match point. And a beautiful dump over once again from Haley Schmidtline, and it's match point number 1 for the Wildcats.
She's pretty darn good at that, I would say. Change of direction, opposite where you're going. Make the defense work really hard.
Knuckleball serve, handled by St. Michael. Here's Lynch. Wildcats looking to end it. And they will. A beautiful cut shot from Reese Husher ends this match 2-1 in favor of the Hayden Wildcats.
Reese Husher just ended that play for us. She's headed to play soccer at Washburn. So again, just player to player to player on the Wildcats. One after the other, playing more than one, a lot of them 3 varsity sports. Pretty amazing.
Hayden takes it 2-1. They win sets 2 and 3 and come back to take game 2 of the St. James Volleyball Slam. It was a fun one for Nancy Dorsey. I'm Tanner Collins. We say so long from St. James Academy. We'll be right back for game 3 here on 38 The Spot.